It always brings a smile to my face whenever I walk right into this place. I sit here with you, you sit here with me, together with Tracy. Well, it's just us three.
How does he do it?
I gotta do something while you're putting your headphones on, so I may as well Dr. Seuss you or something.
Oh.
Go ahead and say it. You want to.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet. Welcome to the Bob Doyle Show.
That's right. If you don't believe that's what it's called, well, just listen to this.
It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's the Bob Doyle Show.
You know, I really just need to put the buttons for the applause and stuff over here in front of me instead of having to reach all the way over here. That was fine in the old way.
Right, when we were swapped.
But it's not that hard. It'd take me like a minute. Do you know how I know that?
Because you've done it before?
Because this morning, just a moment ago, I switched something, and I'm going to demonstrate it in a minute or two. This is by the way, this is pure on stupid Bob Doyle Show. Okay. My mom is in the room. Hi, I've already been out of what? Out running errands, but I'm back in time to watch.
Oh,
Now,
yay.
it sounds impressive at first, but it is 11 a.m. out there. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, what?
Okay, sorry. Oh, wait a minute.
Yay. Okay, we're bringing it in ourselves.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pulte's on strike.
Yeah, she's got family business to deal with.
Remember that, for those of you keeping score, which doesn't make sense, Pulte is our resident poltergeist who takes our glasses and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
My glasses. Speaking of glasses, I
And
think
closes and locks doors and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what the audience is thinking right now, Tracy, and I think you know too. And that is, of course, Bob, you haven't shared eyewear with us in a while. So, these glasses here. Now, first, let me just put them on, and then I'll start talking about them. God, that hurts. Okay, so now these glasses were purchased by Tracy in a never-ending quest to make my eyesight a little bit better and my seeing around the house more comfortable, right?
Yes.
This is why we have like 38 pairs
Legit.
of, I mean, here's one.
They're
at least.
everywhere.
There's a whole stack right there. I've got these in my hand. Yeah, look. So we're not messing
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Seriously.
they're-
And that's
they're
just
everywhere.
in this room.
Right, because, you know, he's always... And
And
wasn't
Pulte
it
moves
last
him around.
night there was like none to be found downstairs.
Yeah, every
I,
now
like,
and then
found-
it's like the impossible happens.
Right.
And then that really irritates me because I'm like, if I go into my office to work and
There's
I
like
sit down and there's
six of
not
them.
even
Oh,
one.
God.
No, there's not even one. And I find like a pile of 12 in the kitchen or some crap. And now I've got, 28 in here. I don't know what it is. Anyway, these, aside from having kind of a unique design and whatever, I was like, I'd like to like the style, but it's a little bit big for my eyes.
Yeah.
But their claim to fame, glasses fame, is that this one lens is good for like 3 different magnifications or whatever, depending on where you are. And I'm thinking, well, that's perfect for me because the differences between these, it's like how far are things in focus, and they vary wildly, even though they have the same magnification, like 1.75. For those of you keeping score, 1.75. They all have the same magnification, but like different distances they work. This one's pretty liberal, so this one helps a little with clarity, but I have to lean in. Anyway, point is, these do not freaking work.
They were I don't have the box anymore, but it was the just seen on TV variety of can help anyone see anything kind of
The only
proclamation.
pair of readers you'll ever need.
I think that's what it said.
As long as you don't want to read. It's fine for like right up close, but just like my other ones, like this is nice and sharp and clear. But forget this, you guys are like it's ripping my eyes out. And the whole thing was it's supposed to work also for the computer monitor. Now it's kind of like this, like there's supposed to be a sweet spot, but
Let me see.
let's let Tracy try.
Although I have no issue. Mine is farsighted. Like I wear contacts, I can't really see generally past about here. Like all of that is blur.
That's right. Well, let's take this moment to welcome Amy and Lisbeth and whoever else might be, and your mom.
Oh, that's
And- oh,
fascinating.
you look amazing in those. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Don't say you don't. You totally
You're
do.
adorable. But no, if I this here, I can actually. Yeah, it doesn't do me much.
Well, this monitor is wonky anyway.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have this nice big monitor, but it's not, the resolution's not quite right, so everything looks a little blurry anyway, which is just great for my eyes.
It's perfect. Blurry.
All right, I got a scenario for you.
Driving in the car and can only listen. Yes, please only listen.
Who was it just driving?
Lisbeth.
Oh, Lisbeth. Okay. All right, so this is because, this is another day where Tracy had no idea what I was going to do today because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Whatever Wednesday.
It's like, yeah, Wildcard. Wildcard.
Wildcard.
That's what it, Okay,
Right.
that's the Wildcard Wednesday theme. We'll have
Yes.
that all produced with an orchestra eventually.
An
All right, so
orchestra?
here's
Okay.
here's a scenario for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, just get with me on this. Use your imagination. You can close your eyes. You can not. But at the end, I'm going to have a question for you that I'm going to want you to type, if you don't mind. You're walking through the woods alone in the North Georgia mountains. Got it?
Okay.
You're stepping along at a regular pace.
Sure.
You start to hear some footsteps behind you.
Okay.
They sound heavy and slow. Doesn't sound like a human.
Okay.
You're getting a little nervous. You both want to turn around and do not want to turn around at the same time.
But you're alone, so who's both?
But you are alone.
Okay.
So your heart is pounding.
Ooh.
You are super nervous. You turn around, and lo and behold, it is a freaking bear. It's like 10 feet behind you, just keeping your pace. So now, you're really freaking out because you do not know what you're supposed to do right now. Do I hug this bear? Do I give it a peanut? What do bears eat? These are the things.
People.
Right, that's all you can think of. But now, like 3 feet away. Now, the thing is that you know that bears can climb trees. But there are, you know how trees are like really climbable or they're just not?
Yes.
Well, you're lucky in that there are a handful of pretty freaking climbable trees around you. So you know you could make your way to a tree and at least try to get up off the ground. Because you don't see any other way, right? Are you with me?
Yep.
So you just sort of choose a tree, and the bear is just keeping up with you. And you just slowly just pull yourself up to the first branch, and the bear's just now the bear's just sitting there watching you. Slowly, you keep going. The bear just stays on the ground, doesn't try to follow you. At one point moves over to an adjacent tree and looks like it's going to climb up, but doesn't yet. You just climb, and then you're about 30 feet, 40 feet up. Getting a little nervous about that. And you're just kind of sitting there. This bear is now just sort of wandering, and you look over, and there's a bird's nest. And you look in the nest, and there's just one little baby bird. What do you name the bird? All right, we're waiting for your comments.
I adore
My mom
you.
says happiness, happens in this neighborhood. Oh yeah, with bears, right? Standing still has worked for a couple of neighbors. Yogi has just walked on off.
Wow. I was thinking Smokey, but
What do you name the bird?
what do you name
The baby bird.
The baby bird. That's a great question.
It's the best question you'll get all day. That's the Bob Doyle Show guarantee.
Oh my heavens. What do you name the baby bird? What would you name the baby bird? Oh, okay. We're just going to wait.
Well, I was hoping people would just pull over Lisbeth and start typing furiously.
Let her be. She needs to get where she needs to go.
I got not one creative audience member.
Oh my heavens. Yeah. I've had a couple friends with bear encounters.
Yes.
Yes.
Not me.
Yes. Yeah, my friend Dave, Colorado.
Dave Colorado. That is an awesome name. Man, oh man. Hello, I'm Dave. Dave who? Dave Colorado. Whoa. I promise you, I'm writing it down because next time I do a digital character,
It's going to be
it's
Dave Colorado. Oh,
my
that's
God.
good.
This is the greatest name in the history of names.
Oh, I love it.
All right.
And
The
not the
question
name of
is,
the bird.
Walter, I can't repeat the whole scenario.
What's the question? The question is, what
No.
do you,
Yeah. What do you? Yeah.
what
you're
do you
right.
name the baby bird?
But you don't know what it is. I can't tell the story again.
So,
All right.
yes.
And
anyway,
now-
can I finish my story?
Of course. Of
Okay,
course.
thanks. So he
They just wanted to address Walter.
has one of those really cool like dome homes, like, eco cool, very awesome. And so he's out in the middle of Nowheresville, and a bear came. He was in the kitchen, and or no, I don't know that he was in the kitchen, but the bear came into the kitchen, like
The bear came into the
Like-
kitchen.
like-
the bear came into the kitchen.
busted in, broke the window. Had his head in that thing, like was in the kitchen.
That's yeah.
So he comes out, and what do you do, right? How do you even respond to a bear in your kitchen, right? And so he just screams really big and loud, and the thing chased away.
So there you go.
So-
just yell at it.
See, I guess that could be an option,
I'm bigger than you.
right? I don't know, but it worked for him. But I cannot even imagine.
I
No.
cannot believe
No.
that in all of this time, not one person
Hi, honey.
has come up with a name for the baby
Right.
bird after that harrowing tale.
Well,
I don't know. I was going to give you guys a prize pack, but I just don't. I don't know that I can do it.
it's okay.
All right, so this morning, how sometimes you just have ideas for, this would be a funny comic, or this would be a funny scenario, or, people everybody thinks they're hilarious, and I'm one of those people. So I was thinking it'd be a fun cartoon to have like the inside of a dog shelter, all the cages and all the dogs, in there. They'd be smiling and scratching. This is not a depressing thing.
Okay.
But in the middle of, in one of the cages, there's just a birthday cake. And it's just labeled pound cake. Ha. Right? I got that idea because we have pound cake down there. But then I was thinking, why do they call
is
it?
a great
Well,
question.
then I was, why, Bob? Then I was thinking about the word pound.
Okay, keep going.
Because they now obviously they call it a dog pound because they are impounded. But why isn't jail a human pound?
Oh, fascinating.
It's the same. If you look up the definition, which I did, for pound, and there are several. It's a verb. It's a noun. It's what isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's a unit of measurement of weight. It's this
That's
motion
fascinating.
here.
That English language.
It's a unit of currency. So that's what dogs spend. Dog pounds. Dogs in the UK. I know I'm not the first one to say that. No, Jason. No. I'm looking for a name.
Tweety. Amy said Tweety.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. But Jason said I call the bird. I'll call the bird a bluebird.
We could just call him Blue.
Hello, I'm a
Blue.
bluebird. Arthur
Blue.
Okay.
Did you ever see Old School? Blue. Old Blue. Okay.
I guess not. Who's in old school?
Will Ferrell.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see it. But
I think, I don't remember who else is in there. I'm really bad at remembering those kinds of things.
Tracy Samuel, you're great. It says right there.
Oh, I love you, sweetheart. I've known, oh my gosh, since I think second grade, I've known Trina.
I'm testing my.
really long.
Do I look like
time.
a machine? Ow, that kind of hurts actually a little bit.
Need to
Why isn't it
Anyways.
called
A pound
A
instead of
human
jail?
pound.
I really can't answer that.
Look,
It's a very it's,
Tracy, did
why,
you give
why
Bob
why
Hope?
is a pound not called a jail, like a dog jail or a pet or a not, I
Because
guess
that's
it's
too
like
distasteful
animal jail
for animals.
It's an animal pound.
It is what it is. It is
Human
animal
jail.
jail.
It
Except-
is. I mean, they're in
and
cages.
they're up for bail.
They could have a
But
life
it's a
sentence. They could, well, whatever.
Yeah, they get out for good behavior or looking cute, one or the other.
Yeah.
You got to
Somebody
get.
claims them. I don't know how that would
They get adopted, and they say, yeah, that's my Sparky. What are we doing? I just started with a happy little thing about cake. Okay, so
English is your first language. Yes, English is a very interesting language. There's so many double meanings, different spellings for different things. It's really fascinating the spelling of the English language.
it's
Like
Wildcard
two,
Wednesday, ladies and
two.
gentlemen. You never
Here's
know
a
what you're
perfect-
gonna get.
Right, like the word two, right? It's T-O, T-W-O, T-O-O.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm out of here. Tracy, do you know the difference
Oh no.
between IE and EG when you see it written? You know,
Like example?
right, IE and EG. Do you know the difference?
No, I just no.
I learned that this morning as a result of looking up the definition of pound.
Oh my gosh. All right, tell me, share.
There was a link. So IE is like, for instance, and I'll give you an example. EG, no. And then EG is for example. So if I was to say, what is your favorite car, i.e. the vehicle that you get around in,
Okay.
right? What is your favorite car, e.g. Mercedes, Benz, no, or you Mercedes, or you could get a Benz. You know, but that's the
You
difference.
could get
It's
a
like,
Jeep or a Cherokee. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Or something.
you could get exactly. You could get a K or an R, or a V or a Hickle.
Okay. I have never even thought about the distinction.
I haven't either.
I think I always use IE for everything. I never even thought about EG.
So IE is not for example. So if you then give specific
Wow.
examples, everyone knows, oh my God, this woman doesn't deserve my attention. It's not true because nobody knows this. Because they haven't looked up the definition of pound, because why would they?
Right.
What's in my coffee? The same thing that's in everybody else's coffee. Caffeine. The difference is I've had a lot more than you.
Oh, so it's about 4 a.m. What, about 4 cups?
No, I slept in.
Oh.
We were up late last night. We were like grown-ups.
Oh, that's
Went to
true.
bed like at midnight or something.
Yeah.
It's like just
we
and
did.
just sitting around talking by the table. It's crazy.
We did.
I was thinking at the time it was like 10:45. I'm going, wow, I'm being like other grown-ups right now.
And then at 11:11, I caught 11:11. I was like,
And then
we're
you just
never
love
up
to
this
say
late.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11,
11, 11, 11, 11,
11.
ah.
All right.
Yes.
So, shall I move on to another random
Yeah, I
question?
think the randoms are good. I love you. This is awesome.
All right.
Amy says we learn something new every day.
Tracy, as you know, loves the beach.
I do. This is where I always want to be.
So is there anyone watching that doesn't love the beach? And then my question is, why do, now this is multi-layered.
Okay.
Why do we love the beach? There are lots of reasons we can say. Here's my question, really, and then we can debate it.
Okay.
Because I know where your position is, and I'm just playing devil's advocate anyway.
Okay.
Do we love the beach? Is our love for the beach learned or instinctual? Do we love the beach because it has forever and always been associated with getting away and vacations, and you don't have to do anything, and blah blah blah, and it's fun to get in the cold water with a bunch of fish that could sting you? Whatever their narrative is about why we should get into that big tank of
Water.
fish. Yeah.
My heavens.
Did we learn that, or is it instinctual? What do you think, Tracy?
Well, for me, it's instinctual, I think, because I've always had a calling for the beach, and I can't explain exactly why. I mean, you know, I had like Michigan because I was born in Chicago, grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and then back to Chicago. So I always had like Michigan around, but I didn't, I didn't go all the time, even though I was relatively close to it for a number of years.
But when you went to the lake, how was it positioned? Like, hey, we're going to the lake.
Yes.
Right? It's always like positioned
Yes.
as this great big deal.
Except, and so when I had my business in Evanston, I was like a walking distance, 3 blocks away or something from Lake Michigan. And so my time of peace would be a walk to the lake.
Right.
So I would go and just sit on the rocks and just, absorb the energy of the water and the air, and it was very calming and very peaceful. And it was one of my favorite things to do.
Because Lake Michigan is so huge, and it actually almost has like a tide, right?
It does. Oh my gosh, huge tide. I mean,
So-
those waves can be crazy. They can actually, the water actually has flooded Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah, that's crazy to
It's
me.
crazy. It is really very crazy. Yeah.
I'm just imagining what that would look like.
Well, we could show pictures, but
Well, we weren't prepared because I didn't tell you I was going to do.
that's true. But nonetheless, for me, and in terms of like a sandy beach with water crashing, that kind of ocean feel, definitely is associated with relaxing and vacations. And I think it's been promoted as something that's your getaway, right?
Yeah.
Get away from reality. And even just, a pond or a regular lake, I think water is just very calming. It's an instinctual human thing. I mean, we're like 70% water or whatever anyway, right? So we're called to it. I think there's
There you go. See, this is why I brought this up, because there's so many layers.
There's so many layers. I mean, like sitting on a lake and just, I mean, I don't fish, but
Well, as
that
my mother
idea.
knows, because she's the one who brought me there every week, I
Right.
went
Oh
to
my
my grandmother's
goodness.
lake every year, and it was like my favorite thing to do. And
Yeah.
and that lake is just, but of course, it's associated with everything great: water skiing, going to grandma's, getting whatever you want, that kind of stuff. It's like, so there's all those associations, but there's also no question. Like at the beach, we biologically respond to the white noise of the water. It's just,
Right.
and then there's the ions and all this other stuff. So there's definite stuff that happens like in the air around churning water and
Yes.
all those other things. So there's definitely an energetic something that's different. So I think in that way that is, I say instinctual, but just sort of built into us. And there is something also that we tend to, that happens in us when we just see big, when we see vastness, when we're just around something that's like, oh my God,
Right.
when you really get the hugeness of things. And the sitting on the beach is that, and I guess with Lake Michigan, when you can't see the other side, it's basically the same idea.
same idea.
I remember when the first and only time so far that I went to the Grand Canyon, and you see it on TV, you see it on TV, you see it on
Oh,
TV,
yes.
and so you walk up to this observation area or whatever, and you don't really see it until you're right up on it, because it just kind of comes up, and then you walk over, and then you see it. And if you've never been, just trust me, it will overtake you.
It is glorious.
How huge this freaking canyon is.
Yes.
And how gorgeous it is. And then that's another whole thing. Like, why does that appeal to us visually? Why do we look at rocks like that and go, that's beautiful? Why is the blue ocean beautiful? Why is that? But it seems to be pretty much universal.
I agree.
That we are
Awe.
as a whole, we're in awe on some level of the nature around us, like the bigness and the vastness of,
And the beauty.
and the beauty,
Right.
if you will.
Now, I took a prop plane over the Grand
Oh,
Canyon
well,
a really long
I
time
see.
ago. Yes, well, it was, well, I won't go into the story, but because my hands were sweating and I was scared. It was not okay.
Yeah,
for
it doesn't
me.
sound fun to me at
Yeah,
all.
No, it was very nerve-wracking, but
I'll do it in virtual reality.
beautiful and glorious, and it is an experience for sure. And there's no water there. Well, I mean, there's Colorado River, but it's just the energy of it. It's all energy. I mean, everything's energy, but
Well, let's go down there. No, so and
That
that's,
rabbit
I'll tell you,
hole.
that is one thing about Google Earth VR, because you can fly over the Grand Canyon at scale. So it's like you're Superman over the thing.
That's cool.
And
I've
and
not done that.
I know. I just was thinking that we have not sent you
I've
to the
stood
Grand
on
Canyon.
the top of the Eiffel Tower, but I have not gone over the Grand Canyon. I think that needs to happen.
We can make that happen. Mm-hmm. Record it and then put it on a VR Thursday tomorrow. Like destination
That's
VR
what we're gonna do.
destinations.
That's a great idea.
But we have to pre-record it though, and you've got too busy a day.
Oh, I do have a crazy day. A very packed day.
Oh,
Okay,
look what I
well-
did. I just took the energy of the room and went.
I just have a lot going on right now.
But isn't that funny? So it's not funny. But it's
Okay.
a great example of what can happen to you biologically with just a thought. Like, we were just sitting here having a good time talking about the Grand Canyon, and I said, your day, and she had a thought of her schedule, and chemistry just went boom and took over her whole body, and her physiology changed, and her whole lens through which she saw the world changed. True or false? Type 1 for yes.
It's true.
Just a thought did
This
that.
and
That's
this.
all.
Oh,
Your schedule's been
how
your schedule
thoughts
this
create things.
That's right. Her perception of reality. This
They do.
entire show, you were able to compartmentalize, be here, have fun with the bear,
Yep.
and then I said work. And so, but I
Actually,
did it as a
you
dim.
didn't say work.
I
You said the busyness of
you
my
got
day.
a busy day, yeah.
Yes, which is not all work.
But in a split second, it connected a zillion dots in her head.
Yes.
The stuff that's going to be a pain, the stuff that's going to be okay, just how much she's got to do, the driving, everything in a split second happened. A split second.
It's true.
And her body immediately responded with chemistry because of a thought. I'm Bob Doyle,
And I'm Tracy Samlow.
and this has been. It's 8:27. We technically have 3 minutes. We can push it another minute and a half and then hit the theme, right? Do I have anything else on my?
I don't know.
Oh, I do. Quick. Type Bob or Tracy. Just choose one or the other. Bob or Tracy. You have 30 seconds to do this. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just sit here.
And I have no idea what he's doing, so this makes me nervous.
Yes. Bob or Tracy. In fact, I'm just going to go with the first one. Whoever types one thing first. And then we'll have our final conversation. Whatever that's going to be.
Oh my heavens, this is fun.
Is it?
I don't know. It's kind of a little bit nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie.
That's right.
Because I never know what to expect.
Yes. And I think that what we should...
Mostly
okay, my
pleasantly.
mom said me.
Well, that would be good.
All right.
So, for the
My mom
remainder
said
of
me.
What?
My mom said me.
but my mom said it first.
Okay.
So, the rule was whoever was said first, the rest of the show, their voice is slightly higher than the other person. And she chose me, so it's me.
You're adorable.
So, I was really hoping it would be you, but those are the buttons I changed earlier so that it could be in front of me because before the voice changer was over here.
And
No.
you came full circle.
I came full circle, ladies and gentlemen. But see,
You talk at the same...
when you talk at the same time as me, then we both have it. We have to
I
go
love
back.
it. Okay.
And then I switched to her.
And then this is a disaster.
It's fun.
Yeah. All right. So now we're
All right,
both
we're
just going to
fine.
talk high.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Thanks for playing, hanging out,
Just
listening.
being you. It really means a lot to us.
It's fun.
All right. So look, you can join us at the 300 Wishlist group at 11 a.m.
Yes.
for that thing that we do.
Be
Otherwise,
there or be square.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, of course,
VR Thursday.
VR destination, maybe.
Yeah,
In
I
fact,
think-
you should type in the comments now the destination you want us to go to.
Oh, that's great. We'll do it later tonight. Love y'all. Have an amazing day.